Hey, hello everybody. I wanted to go over my wing here. I just wanted to run over what I've been doing, the way I've got it set up. I'm really tickled with the way it's set up. I've been trying the new redundancy feature out. What I'm doing on my AR wing, I am running 900 megahertz for long range, running 2.4 for the close in, and then if I fail safe or whatever, running the new redundancy feature, and it is performing unbelievable. I first had the 900 megahertz, and when I got the R9 Slim Plus, and then flew it for a couple of times, 4 or 5 packs, and then I put the rxsr 2.4 gigahertz receiver in it, and it feels like the latency was cut in half. It feels instant. I don't know if this is in my head or what. I don't have no way of testing this. I would like for this video to come to some people's attention, maybe Bardwell or someone else with an oscilloscope that can test latency through a redundancy system, but I thought it may actually be a little bit worse, but or the same, but it's better. It feels just instant. It almost feels like I'm flying a quad. I didn't realize I had so much delay until I experienced this. But this is how my controller's set up, and all I do, you know how you scroll down, turn the internal RF off when you're running the external module here. All I did is turn the internal RF on too, and then bound the second receiver, the rxsr receiver, 8 channels with no telemetry, and it just plugged it in. It worked first time. I unplugged the R9M, still had control, no delay whatsoever. I unplugged the rxsr, still had control, no delay whatsoever. So an awesome system, especially since I don't have GPS or return to home or anything on this wing. I like that feature. Now let me go over my wing here. This is how I have the antennas set up. What I done is I took the dipoles and countersunk them through the wing. Probably can't see, my lighting is not Class A stuff here, but mounted them through the wings, you can see on the front, and then on the back here I still have the 2.4 gig. Let me show you the inside here. Alright, up front here we have the the R9 Slim Plus receiver, and then I have the 2 antennas bridging right off and going to each dipole. Alright, back here in the back is the rxsr 2.4, and the antennas is coming up through these, and then I'm running the black and negative right to the recruit flight controller, and then the control wire is coming all the way down the side and then plugging in the front of the S-bus in on the R9 Slim Plus, and it's been doing really good. I love this wing. I've got some tips for anybody flying these AR wings. I first started out flying with, of course I still use the takeoff mode, that's handy, but I've been going, as soon as I come out of takeoff mode, switching to fully stabilized. It allows you to still do rolls, the solid red link on your flight controller, It still allows you to do rolls and flips and everything, but it's stabilized. You guys try turning everything off. It flies amazing. You'll be in sort of bumpy air and the video will look crappy and you're like, crap, you're trying to find some calm air. Just turn it off. Turn the stabilizer off, because what was happening to me, that stabilizer was, it might get a little bit of a wind gust like this, and then the stabilizer's trying to counter it, and that was what was giving me the jiggles. If you turn the thing plumb off and then just let it float around, you know, the wind will knock you this way and that way, but the video, it won't be shaky and wobbly, and it's much funner to fly with all stabilization turned off and just full control. So any of you guys out there not, and then here's my lights on the back. I've got red and green flashing lights on the tail of it. Any of you guys has not tried turning the gyro all the way off, give it a shot. It's much more, and that's the only way I fly now. As soon as I come out of launching it and I flip it straight, I'll flip the gyro off and fly full control. Prop size, I recommend to not go under a 50-50. 50-54 seems to be my sweet spot and the best. I'm flying this on 4S. I run a 1550 R-line 4S, and I get about 10 minutes flight time. Heavy hauling, half throttle or more, 10 minutes flight time. But hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope somebody maybe learned something. And where it don't have GPS, return to home, and all that crap, I'm doing long range with this. So I really liked hooking the other redundancy feature up, because sometimes up close you may fail safe on 900 megahertz reflection off a building or something like that, where 2.4 could have picked up and kept you from wrecking it. But it's I'm thinking about putting the F722 flight controller on this. That way I'll have full OSD. I have voltage readout with this camera, and my rxsr, I have my Tyrannus set to where every 8 seconds it gives me an rxsr reading. So that's how I've been flying it. I want to put full OSD on this and GPS, return to home and everything. But I've been trying to debate what flight controller to get, either the 405 or the F722. So I'll probably be going with the F722. There's enough room now the way I've got everything set up here. So that's it. And then after that, we're going 2.4 maybe on the video, and doing away with my 2.4 redundancy link. Since I'll have GPS, return to home and all that, I'll do away with my rxsr receiver and then run 2.4 video. That way I'll have the backup GPS return to home. I won't need the rxsr. But I'm rambling. Hope this will help somebody, and to learn with your wing and experiment and try flying it with the gyro off. There's some of my quads. I don't know if I can get a view or not. I'm a horrible editor. I don't have lighting and all that, but sometimes I like sharing what I've come across. You guys take care, and thanks for watching Wiccan FPV.